Imagine a conscious contact with God so strong that no matter what you are doing or not doing, that no matter what your kids are up to or not up to, and that whether you've got the person of your dreams or they're just not cooperating, that you are happy, content, and at peace. A space where everyone else's thoughts, attitudes, and actions are beautiful and exactly as they are supposed to be. Well, this is the space where I like to play. My name is Mischa Z, and this is today's Bitch Slap. Join me as I shed light on the thoughts, actions, and attitudes that are causing you pain, and we train our minds to go to the capital S inner self, the joy that is waiting for us, the God within.
This would be part 5 of 5. Perhaps there'll be a part 6, but let's just say part 5 of 5 of the Funnel Hacking Live round 1 of awareness. So, a couple big things about who I can help. I talked on a couple episodes of this series, of this 5-part series about changing or finding clarity on my audience and my avatar and a new mission and such, and or not a new mission, just refining the avatar. I think that that's good. I'm going to. My avatar are emerging funnel hackers, and I am going to help them get to the 2 Comma Club Award stage. The 2 Comma Club Award stage. And I'd be willing to do that for free and for fun, according to Chuck C. If anybody know who Chuck C. is. If you've listened to other episodes. It's funny, I'm not sure which, is this going to go on the Bitch Slap podcast, or is this going to end up on the new podcast that I'm going to create? Or will I be able to merge this new idea within the Bitch Slap podcast? More will be revealed on that. But I wanted to talk about 2 key points of awareness that I had during the Funnel Hacking Live. And one was I was just chatting with all these 2 Comma Club Award winners, and basically they're people who have won the 2 Comma Club Award, and I realized that there are so many ways to win a 2 Comma Club Award, and that telling some of those stories would be awesome. So I think I'm going to work on that. And so I was like, how am I going to work that into my existing podcast? Maybe I need to create a new podcast. And then two other main, so I was going to talk about 2 main awarenesses. I'll talk about 3. That was one. I was like, that's fun. I love those stories, and people like telling them to me. And I'm truly interested and fascinated, and so I think I can suss out some great information and helpfulness for all involved. And then the next point of awareness was people I can help. I was talking to people love the fact that I've got the people within the TCC X loved the fact that I have this podcast, and just the tenacity I've shown in publishing an episode a day for 320 days now, or whatever it is. It's been many days. It's been over 300 days. And I think I can help people tap into their creativity. I just had this awareness people could use some help tapping into creativity, systemizing that process so that they can get to the 2 comma club stage quicker. Yes. So I can help people do that to get to the 2 comma club award stage quicker. And the next awareness, and I love talking about it. I think I can help. A lot to do with just there's so much amazing awareness and content within that. Basically, if you've listened to any of my bitch slap episodes, every now and then I'm talking about following the steps. I put an engine in a car not knowing anything about the internal combustion engine, but you just follow the steps and you can do it if you trust. And really that started with me with 12 steps program to get sober in my teen years. I truly embraced those the 12 steps and not knowing or almost not even trusting, I don't know, but I just needed to do it so I wouldn't die, and it worked. And so that was the first foundational follow the instructions moment for me. I surely couldn't do it in high school and effectively only graduated because they didn't want me back. You can't follow instructions. Do not come back. Do not pass go. I did graduate though. 4 years, high school. And then, I've got other great stories around that. But Russell Brunson is a process. So it's the idea of process. Can I help people follow that process? Some people are great at following the process, but Russell Brunson's very much got a process. If you can embrace, trust in, and believe that process, and then execute on his steps within the process, you can't help but succeed. So there's that. So I think I can help people do that. I have decades of experience applying steps to a process. One to save my life, and then many other examples. So there's that. And then thirdly, as I was talking to a guy about, salvaging his relationship with his kids and such, or not salvaging it, he's in a new relationship. The new relationship, there's pre-existing children, and so he's all of a sudden he went from having no kids to now he's in a relationship where there's effectively 4 kids. He gets to be a pseudo stepfather. And then they're talking about having their own child together. And so he was thirsty for father parenting information. And, I have come through the spot of, as I said in part 2 or 3 of this little series, that I had felt like, my relationship with my kids had been healed, and that had been shown to me via a Tony Robbins meditation. It's so funny talking about this. But anyway, I just was like, hey, there are so many people that can already help with that, and I don't need to recreate that wheel, right? I don't need to. That's a red ocean. Right? I mean, I have a couple tips and tricks to add to his knowledge base, but I could have pointed literally to 2 people that I know fairly well within the community who can help him with those kids' relationships, and they specialize in that. And so I just had this deep, I was like, as I was talking to him, and I'm thinking, this is what I want to do, is help people do this. In the back of my mind, I'm going, I can point him to 2 or 3 people that I know within this group that if he wants a plan of action, go talk to them, right? And so I was like, Sunday, so that was Saturday night. I just was like, wait a minute. That was an interesting bit of information to have downloaded into my system. And so Sunday, as I'm flying across the country and having a lot of alone time, downtime, and I'm holding that space, I'm being in that space and not distracting it with football or social media or all of this stuff. I'm really just consciously and subconsciously processing the funnel hacking live download information, and and then I start supplementing that with the avatar course, who can I help course, and it's pointing me to this new direction, or it's refining my avatar. And I'm not sure if this is going to make sense to some people, but hopefully you're tracking. Just know that I'm willing and exciting to pivot and refine, and it was really freaking me out though, which could be a part 6, but I'll save it for other episodes. But I those 3 things together, it's like, let other people, the Tony Robbins of the world, help with all that man mindset, or all the men guys, Garrett White. Like, there's plenty of that out there. They've got their audiences. There's plenty of, I don't need to be in that space. And it just is so clear to me. It became so clear to me yesterday and then this morning, Monday, as I was meditating, that there's all my experience, can be channeled towards this new avatar, this emerging funnel hacker, how I can help them speed up their process or stay the course or what have you. And it's coalesced to that point. Now we'll see if I stay in this direction, and it will be fun to see what happens from here as I record this. But that I was very concerned. I'll end with this. I was very concerned that I was going to have to scrap everything I'd done up to this point and start over in the coaching group. But I was like, no, wait a minute. It's just a change of course. It's just a change of course within the program. I don't need to go back to the beginning. I can apply the tools that I've learned in the beginning to start building interactions with this new avatar. So I've got some summit ideas. I've got some podcast ideas. I have some ideas to, hopefully my current list will still be engaged. And anyway, there's lots of information plowing through. Hang in there with me. Love to all. That's good.
Thank you for spending time with me today. As someone who is committed to growth and service to this world, I so appreciate your willingness to come with me, go within, and serve our world through change. If you found value in this podcast and you know someone who can use this message, share this episode with them. Share it so our mission can be achieved one episode at a time. And of course, subscribe so you can hear more. And lastly, for more resources on what has helped me on my journey and can help you on yours, go to belove.media/resources. That's BELOVE.media/resources. Thank you again for listening.